Hi everyone. In this video, we will be discussing about the question paper pattern released by CBSE for the year 2021 for the subject of biology for senior secondary. So the question paper is for 70 marks, as you all know. The code for biology is 044 and there are 3 hours for that exam. And the general instructions are given here. You could see that. Okay, all questions are compulsory. You have to answer them all. The question paper has 4 sections, A, B, C and D. There are 33 questions in the question paper. Section A has 14 questions of 1 mark each and 2 case-based questions. So that means 14 questions with 1 mark and case-based questions 2 are there. So question number 1 to 16 are from section A. The rest is from other sections. Section B has 9 questions, 2 marks each, and section C has 5 questions, 3 marks each, and section D has 3 questions, 5 marks each. So that's very clear. Only section A, there is enormous change because usually we get only 5 questions, question answer type questions, but here there are 14 questions plus 2 case-based questions. So we used to have 2 marks, 3 marks and 5 marks. The pattern remains the same over there. So only the enormous change has been created in section A. That's it. Okay, there is no overall choice. However, internal choice have been provided in some questions. A student has to attempt only one of the alternatives in such questions. So take this instruction very seriously because we have noticed some of the children attempt both the choices. Okay, that's very wrong. Okay, whichever you write first, that will be considered. The second one will be not at all considered. So this you have to take it very seriously. Okay, so there is no overall choice in a question paper. Internal choices are there. That you are very well aware of already. Next one, wherever necessary, neat and properly labeled diagram should be drawn. So what is the meaning of this one? This one is a very commonly misinterpreted or not taken seriously kind of instruction. Wherever necessary, neat and properly labeled diagram should be drawn. So what is meant by wherever necessary? There is a question. Say for example, there is a question about pollen structure. Describe pollen structure. So what we normally do? Describe. So we are going to describe it. You are going to explain about it with words. You are going to write paragraphs about it. Okay. Instead, writing paragraph as a part, you can draw the diagram. The same thing which you are going to represent in the points can be represented by the diagrams too. So for a description question, so for something the question is asking you to explain, you can support your answer always with a neat labeled diagram. But for a diagrammatic question, say there is a question about draw the pollen structure and label the parts. For this question, you can't explain about it, which will not be considered. So this is the meaning of this point, which often children do mistake. If you are serious about scoring marks, take the last 2 instructions sensibly. Use them well. You are going to practice diagrams to answer the theory questions as well as diagrammatic question. If a question asks about a theory part, you are going to explain and your explanation can be supported by a diagram, a neat labeled diagram, which will fetch you more marks. But for a diagrammatic questions, if you are going to write only theory, obviously you are not going to score any marks. Is that clear? Okay, coming to section A where we have to focus now. Section A has 10 questions. First 10 questions or question answer type. So this is a sample paper I have taken from the cbse.nic website. You can go and refer this there. So these are the 10 questions. The first 10 questions are question answer type and each carry 1 marks. So the next question number 11 to 14 or assertion and reason type of question. Assertion means a concept which is given, and reason is justifying the concept or giving explanation of the concept. So there are 4 standard options for assertion and reason type of question. Option A will be always both assertion and reason are true, and reason is the correct explanation of the assertion. Option B is both assertion and reason are true, but reason is not the correct explanation of assertion. And option C is assertion is true, reason is false. Option D is both assertion and reason are false. So these are the 4 standard options for assertion and reason type of questions. So you have to look at that very carefully, because sometimes there are a lot of confusions possible in this. Not sometimes, many times. Okay. So if you are very clear about your concepts, then you will be able to answer them very clearly. Okay. So there are 4 questions. Question number 11, 12, 13 and 14. So these four questions are basically assertion and reason type, and one internal choice is given for assertion and reason. Then question number 15 and 16, they have told 14 1-mark questions and 2 case-based questions. So 15 and 16 are case-based question. You can see that there is a paragraph given. Read the following and answer any 4 questions from 15.1 to 15.5 given below. That means there is a paragraph given. You might have heard this like from the lesson. Usually it is not from the lesson. Something related to the lesson. That is how it has been given in the sample paper. So something related to the lesson. Already you know the concept. The same thing is given. Okay, so you have some basic knowledge about it from your lesson already. So for that 5 questions are there. So there are 5 questions MCQ type. So you could see them. And there is one assertion and reason. So out of 5 questions you are going to answer 4 questions. So question number 15 and 16 are of same type. I am not going to explain the questions and the paragraph and all here in this video. It is about only the question paper pattern. Okay. So as we are done with the section A now, we have checked about section A. Section A has 16 questions. 10 questions are question answer type and 4 questions are assertion and reason type. 2 questions, question number 15 and 16 are case-based question, and in that case-based question there are 5 questions each in each question, and you have to answer any 4. In assertion and reason you have one choice. So totally, so first you have 10 marks for 10 question answer and 4 marks for 4 assertion and reason, and case-based question, for each question you are going to answer 4 1-mark questions. So totally it is going to be 8 marks. So that makes in section A a whole of 22 marks. So if you are very clear about your concepts and if you are answering them correctly, you are going to score all 22 marks at once. 22 marks, which means you are just 1 mark less than the passing mark. Okay. So hope you will be able to learn everything properly and answer them correctly. So coming to the next one, section B, you could see that from question number 87 to question number 25, 9 questions are given in section B. Each question carries 2 marks. Okay, and there are 2 internal choices here, that also you can see. So in these cases you have to answer any one, never answer both. That was not okay. That was not expected from you. Okay, it is not right. So don't do something which is not correct. Okay, coming to the next one, section C. So in section C, so there are 5 questions you can see, starting from question number 26 and to 30. Question number 26 to 30, 5 questions. Each question carry 3 marks and only 1 question with internal choice given. So you can download the paper from cbse.nic website and you can go through the question paper pattern once. So this makes section C to have 15 marks. So coming to section D. Section D has only 3 questions, 31, 32 and 33. Each question has an internal choice. So you could see that the questions here. Okay. So these are some of the questions we have. So you have to answer any one out of the 2 choices given for each. So is that clear? So the overall question paper pattern, what we have seen so far, let us have a recap. So this is the overall question paper pattern we have seen. Section A, question number 1 to 10. 10 questions are there. Question answer type, each carries 1 mark, totally 10 mark. And question number 11 to 14, 4 questions are there. Assertion and reason type with 1 internal choice, 1 mark each. So totally 4 marks. Then question number 15 and 16, case-based questions. Okay, there are 2 questions only. Out of 5 questions in each, you have to answer only 4. 4 marks are given. So for each question. So question number 15 carries 4 marks. For 4 questions you are answering, each will carry 1 mark in that. Okay, so question number 16, again 4 marks. So which makes it 8 marks. So totally it is 22 marks. And then section B, question number 17 to 23, 9 questions each with 2 internal choices. Sorry, it is given 1 here, actually 2 internal choices. And question answer type 2 mark each, so it makes 18 marks. Section C, question number 26 to 30, 5 questions each with 1 internal choice. Question answer type 3 marks each, makes it totally 15 marks. Section D, 31 to 33 question number, 3 questions with all the 3 has internal choice. Question answer type 5 marks each, which makes it total 15 marks. So this is basically your question paper pattern. So in the next video, we will be discussing about which topics we have to focus for getting good marks, how we have to learn them. Okay, thank you.